The only time I feel like I'm not well taken care of is in regards to OTV. So I think sometimes other people in OTV will get things from Riot that we won't, or I won't, and I'm just like, okay, like for sure that I understand why they like Lily like got this or Pokey got it. That's fine, like I get it. But to have that happen like multiple times, even if it makes sense, still feels like a little dehumanizing. Because
Do you think it's a gender thing?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes, for sure. Like, and that's not a bad thing. I just think like that's just how it works.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so this is counter to the traditional sense that women don't get a lot of respect in gaming. I'm not saying Scarra.
What are you trying to say?
But I don't. A lot of people don't see this, and it's very common knowledge that women in gaming are treated like terribly.
Yes.
Like solo queue and just like respect, even among streamers. Like if you're a smaller female streamer, like guys will like objectify you. But one thing that female streamers have over male streamers is sponsorship, activations. A lot of these companies will essentially have a female budget. Like this amount of budget are going to girls. And I don't care if you're a guy who's like the number one views or like you do something really good, we will only sponsor girls.
I have lost sponsorship opportunities because I have been told that because I wasn't female and they're looking for multiple females to sponsor, that they have no more money for me. I get it. I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know. So I know there's sponsorship strategies around that. I also know that there's even orgs out there that just sign girls, and it's smart. That's the thing. It's fucking smart. It's really hard to make it as a girl.
Yeah.
But once you've made it, so to speak, like once you're like at the very top, you get a lot of very unique opportunities because there's not many of you. God forbid, there's like fucking 12 of you total, right? Or like 20 or like less than 100. And so every one of those girls gets a lot of very specific, unique things. This isn't something where it's like, oh, they get special service, all this shit. It's like, no, but I've seen it happen, I have no problem with it either. Mm-hmm. It's only in the context of, because it's OTV, so I see what they send, like Lily, Pokey. I don't think I've ever gotten something that you didn't get. Mm-hmm. Or you ever got something that I didn't get.
Yeah.
But I have seen like Yvonne get something, I've seen Lily get something, I've seen Pokey get something. And I'm just like, so whose decision was it to give it to them? And it's fine if it's one time or twice. I remember it happened multiple times. I was just like, huh. Interesting. Okay. I see.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate side effect of like trying to make someone feel special. Like, because when companies give out these special like plaques or treatments, it's great for the person receiving it, but everyone else on the sideline is like, oh, where's mine? And that's just like a live thing, right?
A good example is, you remember when Riot released their Valorant knives?
Oh, yeah.
So who do you know got them? Pokey got one.
Okay, Jody got one. I think Shroud got one.
Yes.
Who's #1 Twitch FPS player in the world and was invited to every single thing they've ever had.
Yes. I think.
And Ryan got one.
Ryan, yeah. So I think that like they very specifically had people that they were wanting to focus on to choose for that, Yeah. I think that Jody has been someone that they've had their eyes on for a long time, because she was someone that they also promoted on their Twitter twice. Mm-hmm. One in an animation and one a long time ago about women in Valorant. Yeah. She was like one of the key people. So you can tell like the organizations or like the gaming studios are keeping their eyes out for like who they like. Not just females. They have like specific guys as well. But in this particular case, I just remember, I was like, oh, I remember when they started looking at her and how it progressed to the point where she got the knife, so to speak. By the way, she's fucking insane in the game.
Yeah.
She deserves that. I don't play any Valo, so like them not giving me a Valo knife, I was like, okay, you don't deserve this shit. Like, I understand all the people that gave it to you. They play a ton of Valo, and they're really good people who represent the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The takeaway isn't that girls get special treatment and, they're whatever. more just because there's so little girls in gaming, and because their experience of being a woman in gaming is so difficult, you have to make an effort to try and promote it. That's why there's like all-female tournament. And whenever there's an all-female tournament, the comment section becomes a war, because the argument is when it comes to gaming, if women want to be treated as equal, they need to compete on a leveling field. But it's not really fair, because percentage-wise, there's much less female gamers, especially in like hardcore games like League of Legends, right?
A lot of times it's just for publicity, like it's for awareness. As it's just like they create like a cool awareness thing. It gets turned into like a gender battle.
Yeah,
and it's like it's always a mess, honestly.
Yeah, it always becomes a gender battle, especially and also like strategy games like Hearthstone and chess. They're like, oh, it's just strategy games. Why do you have to be separated? Why are you discriminating against men? But it's more creating a safe environment for girls and for female viewers to see that it's like, hey, there's a lot of girl gamers. I can maybe game as well. But yeah, gender in gaming's always tricky. There are some benefits, like you mentioned, at the top. At the top, if you're one of the top 5 girl streamers, I remember, so I stream exclusively on Facebook, and I know what my number looks like. I know someone who got offered like more than me, who averages 50% of my viewers. So they have half my, numbers, but their number in payment in money is higher than me. Not from like donations or subscriptions. It's like a company saying, you as a guy with this number is worth this much, but her as a girl with less number is worth more than you. Because, there is just a drought of girls in gaming. So they have to be,
I know someone who got 5 times my figure. With I think similar numbers at the time. It was really interesting to hear about. I was like, oh shit, okay. But yeah, I think the numbers are quite interesting to talk about.